Wednesday Night Baseball set to come your way from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. We wrap up this quick two-game interleague series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball comes your way next. And now in the box, Ozzie Albies. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Atlanta, the second baseman, Ozzie.
Line to the right side. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. One out, base is empty. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Tauchman is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
Batting third.
So 2 out, nobody on. And in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Grounded to the right, scooped up. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch. Max Fried gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to punch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out #1. Stepping in next, Mike Tauchman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Now the pitch. DJ LeMahieu is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1. Back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather. Now here's the first offering. Ronald Acuna is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Fouled away. Kluber has racked up over 1,300 innings on the major league mound, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. Another one sent foul.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down to the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Now to the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
The 1-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
And that's finally over for a strike. And it's full now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Hicks able to track it down for the third. So now here is Aaron Judge. Lifetime in this matchup. He's a .333 hitter. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
This one's flared off to the right side. Albies stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Gleyber Torres comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Fried is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. At the plate, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That average at .291 to start the day. 2 home runs and 5 driven in.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Lifetime versus this arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes over to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Now it'll be Jason Kipnis as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. In there, and it's 0-1. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
So 1 gone for the Braves here in the 3rd. And up next will be Christian Pache. Get in the air out to left. Tauchman is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. That'll bring up Ozzie Albies. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
3rd inning, no score to this point. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Now another 1-2. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to Voigt takes care of him, and the inning is over. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. And he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that's in there, base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And this throw gets away from him.
Yeah, and after that one, it looks like the first run of the game could be coming pretty soon. He got a pitch that he liked, and he broke it to the outfield. Then he showed the speed necessary to make it all the way around to third.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 balls and a strike. High and deep down the left field line. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now for his career in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play, like clockwork.
Moving off to the play.
First pitch on the way. Dansby Swanson is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So the leadoff man's gone, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Acuna digs in now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps things alive for Marcell Ozuna, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
You know, D-Roll, they finally push a run across here. Yesterday, they were shut out, so anytime they can score, it's almost like throwing a party.
Yeah, Dan, no kidding. Look in that dugout, looked like there was steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears right there. They had to get the offense going. Maybe that's the breakthrough they needed.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. And now, Mike Tauchman. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Tauchman.
Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Next to hit is DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Bases are empty here with 2 away. And that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And it's 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here's another 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. New inning set to get underway and set to go as the third baseman, Austin Riley. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Judge will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away. Next here is Jason Kipnis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line and left. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. But that's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But you know what? You hear it all the time that the game, baseball, is a game of inches. 1 inch, one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
Albies with a 1-1 count now.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hicks is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
The batter, number 7.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He's set and the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Pache is off at first with 2 away. Hit to short. He's got it. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi. First delivery to him.
For the Yankees, the designated hitter.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. One down. Stepping in once again is Luke Voigt. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Now batting.
Here's the first offering. Aaron Hicks is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Albies moving to his left, and that will end the inning. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. And now here is Gary Sanchez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Again, another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Acuna's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Into the box, Tyro Estrada worked a walk his first time up. This is line to left. Ozuna is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Stepping in for the Braves, Travis d'Arnaud. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Scorched to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Up next, Austin Riley. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The windup and the 0-1. One out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Next, it'll be Jason Kipnis. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Hicks. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So here is Mike Tauchman. He grounded out last time up.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. And it's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year. Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in next, Aaron Judge, trying to avoid becoming the third strikeout victim of the inning here. Well thrown sinker that time down, but in the strike zone. Fouled off.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Jonathan Loaizaga will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. At the plate now is Christian Pache. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Out in front of it, strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he takes strike 2. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. So now into the box is Freddie Freeman. His prior history versus this arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Line towards center field. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. A ball and no strikes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Swing and a liner, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one. 2 left for Atlanta, but they're on.
For the Yankees, the designated hitter, Labor.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Now batting, first base.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They had a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
Now batting,
next to dig in, Aaron Hicks. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change if he can locate.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Yanks held in check. Zach Britton enters from the pen to start the 9th.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 53, Zach Britton.
First offering sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Travis d'Arnaud. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a liner. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Now batting.
Now to bat, Austin Riley. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB now. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Jason Kipnis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period, the end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
You see that so much, left-on-left matchup. That slider down in a way that you get a bad swing on it. There's so many few left-handed.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. But they'll get the out at first anyway. And that rather... Will Smith comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 51.
Now at the plate is Gary Sanchez. No hits to this point. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. In there, 2-2. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna's there for it. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop,
Tyro Estrada digging in now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Yankee shortstop behind in the count, 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pitch is popped up. Freeman in foul ground makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 29.
And now the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And another foul ball. Last chance for the Yankees. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at-bat.
And it's fouled away. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes. They worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Atlanta Braves took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Max Fried notches his 3rd win of the year, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Corey Kluber pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Will Smith earns the save out of the bullpen, his 9th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.